Okay guys, here's the state of things. So we are all very familiar with the nail polish like shelves that I have. I will link my nail polish storage system video down below in case you guys have no clue where I got these, where they're coming from. But honestly, things are gonna be changing after today because we are doing the decluttering. I've been threatening to do this for so long and I've finally decided today I'm doing it, and we're just gonna go out there and just get it done. So I wanted to show you everything I have first because I feel like that's the best way to see if I'm making progress. So we have the nail polish shelf completely full, like brimming to the max with full of nail polish. I have nail polish on top. I've got some Coloris de Carol. There's also some Phoebe Moon up here as well. And then the organization breaks down significantly. Ignore the mess. Again, I've decided I'm doing this, and the reason I've been putting this off is because I wanted to clean my room before I did the declutter, and I'm like, no, let's just do this and get this over with. So here is the state of my room. It's a mess. It's a total mess. Over here, we have tons and tons of new nail polishes. These are all indie polishes that I've been purchasing lately, that I've purchased since like January. I haven't bought anything since like mid-March, so I've been doing really, really good. But I'm like totally backlogged. Like these are all, sorry, I'm holding the cord to the camera if you see the weird thing. These are all polishes that I have yet to review, or I have reviewed and I haven't put them away yet. You probably can't even see, but there are some polishes in there. These are polishes I've already reviewed. These are polishes that have yet to be reviewed. And these are polishes that I am in the process of reviewing very, very soon. So we've got like Candy Johnson, there's some Mace polish. I've got like a haul that I did and I want to review them. We have the newest Square Hue and some Coloris de Carol that I haven't hauled yet. So this is like nail polish videos that are coming very, very soon. I have some more indies that I have yet to review. These are all Square Hue polishes that I was comparing to this month's box. I haven't put them away yet. So that's this pile, but there's more. There's this table of polishes that I just reviewed. The California Glam polish, there's Essie in here, Springtime Coloris de Carol, and different dimensions. So I haven't put those away because there's no room. And then this is where it gets real bad because I have more. That is full of nail polish that I have already reviewed. So there's Zoya in there, there's Candy Johnson, there's more Sinful Colors. I have Summer Coloris de Carol in there for some reason. I don't know why it's in there. I have too much. And I need to reorganize it, and I need to destash a whole bunch of stuff because I know I'm not wearing half of the polishes in this collection. I do love nail polish. It's definitely a passion of mine. I really enjoy it. It's definitely something that makes me really, really happy, and I share it with my friends. I have nail polish parties once a month where everybody comes over to my house and we paint nails and we do nail art and we chit chat and we talk. So I'm definitely like making use of my collection, but I still feel like I have way too much. I have way too much. I'm not using everything. Plus there are polishes in here that I absolutely hate. And after, you know, working on the KonMari method and working on decluttering my life and only really truly having things that bring me happiness, I'm like, that should include my nail polish. Just because I love nail polish doesn't mean I need to hang on to crap nail polish and nail polish that makes me like, why do I have this? So let's do some decluttering. I'm not quite sure how much. This is definitely going to be a series, no doubt, because there's no way I could get all this done in one video. So I think we're just gonna start at the very, very top, which I have all of my Cirque colors and Color Club, and then we'll move into like Coloris de Carol. So let's just pull all of that stuff down and let's see how it goes. I'm really excited about this and I'm super pumped, so let's do this! As I've noticed, and I've tried to find and look in all of my little cubbies and all my little holes where I keep my nail polish, I believe this is all of my Cirque colors and Color Club. I'm trying to figure out my plan of attack. So I think what main priorities will be, do I like the color? Do I like the formula? And is basically like, will I wear it? I'm not gonna focus on keeping collections complete because that's not logical, nor is that practical. So totally fine breaking up collections. I really, truly, honestly want to only keep things that I'm wearing, things that I enjoy using, and things that honestly bring me joy. So looking at this pile right now with that mindset of I'm only keeping stuff that makes me happy, and I'm only keeping things that I actually want that I actually enjoy wearing. I know right now I'm getting rid of all of these matte polishes from Color Club. These are horrible. I hated these so much. I think I bought almost all of them. I bought almost all of them from their first launch of their matte formulas, and these are probably some of the worst matte formulas I've ever had. I think they're horrible. They're really thick. They dry unevenly. They're just terrible. They're absolutely terrible. And I'm super mad that I purchased these because Color Club is really expensive. They're a little bit pricey for me. They're even on like Trans Designs and other like beauty retailer websites that I buy my nail polishes from, where I can get like China Glaze for like $3. These are still like $6 to $8. And it's just like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I'm giving these away. I'm donating these, whatever you want to call it. I hate them. They're no good. And I have neons that work so much better and perform so much better than these ones. So they are done. Gonzo. Rolling away. Let's stick with Color Club because I am a little bit picky about Color Club. I don't know. I've never been impressed with them as of yet, which I feel really bad saying because I know like Hannah from Hannah Eve Nails It, she loves Color Club, and maybe I just keep picking wrong colors because I haven't been impressed. So these are their like bleached neons. The formulas are not that great, but I do really like them, and I have yet to find bleached neons that work for me. I do have the Maybelline bleached neons, but still the formula is a little bit iffy. So I actually think I am going to hold on to these ones. I might get rid of this one, which is, what's this one? Disco's Not Dead, because it's a little bit yellowy orange and I'm not quite into that, but I am going to be holding on to these just to see, especially since we're going into summer. I want to see how much I actually use these and how their formulas perform, because if I remember correctly, they're not great, but they're not horrible. So I'm going to hold on to these just to see and like test them out later in the year, and we'll see how that goes. I really actually enjoy this white cream a whole lot. This white cream is probably one of the more decent formulas of a white cream. I think this is just like their French tip white. I think I get this opaque in one coat. It's a little bit gloopy and it's really, really thick, so sometimes I have to put thinner drops in there just to kind of loosen it up a little bit, but it's not too bad. I don't mind it. I don't hate it, and I definitely reach for it when I need a one coat or white. I usually grab this. So this is another one of those neons from the Color Club. Like, I can't remember what it's called, like disco something neon, whatever. So I'm gonna hold on to this one because I want to experiment with it a little bit more this summer just to see how it goes. This one is called Under the Black Light. So we'll play with this summer and see if the formula is bad or if it's gotten worse, so we'll see. Let's look at these last couple of Color Clubs that I have. I have two little minis. These two, we have Pop-tastic and Jackie O. I actually do enjoy these neons quite a bit. I think they're really, really fun. I especially like Pop-tastic, and the formulas aren't that bad for neons, so I'm actually gonna hold on to these. I also really love this neon from Color Club. This is called Flamingo, or Flamenco? Yeah, it's Flamingo. Just a really beautiful bubblegum pink. This lighting is terrible. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on, give me a second. This is really a labor of love, guys. Let's see, Peace Out Purple from Color Club, a really vibrant neon purple. I feel like I have this color in other brands and I prefer it a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile, and once I get like more polishes going on, I might get rid of this one depending on if I have a different brand in the same color that I really enjoy. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. This one goes in the maybe pile. This one is Chelsea Girl, and I really, really love this one. I actually don't reach for it that often because I think it's because it always is tucked behind other Color Club polishes, but it's a really, really vibrant kind of blue that I really love. So I'm actually gonna keep this one. And those are all the Color Clubs. So honestly, all I got rid of were the matte collections, which I knew I was going to, so I guess it was worth it. Next we have Cirque colors, and I know I'm gonna keep all of these. I love these formulas. They're so incredibly amazing, and I have several of the glitter toppers that are absolutely stunning. I found most of these at Nordstrom Rack, and I haven't seen them since, to be honest. I haven't seen any of these Cirque colors since then, but I nearly lost it when I found these at Nordstrom rack because they're absolutely fantastic and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I am going to be keeping all of these because these formulas are fantastic. The colors that I have are absolutely mesmerizing. I really love Sundog, which is an orange holographic. This one's gorgeous. So I'm definitely keeping all of these. They're amazing. No questions, keeping them. Keeping. All right. Next up we have Colores de Carol. Now, I love Colores de Carol, and there is no way on God's green earth that I will ever get rid of any of my Colores de Carol. The only way you're getting Colores de Carol is if you pry them out of my cold, dead hands. So I'm definitely keeping all of these. Definitely, I have invested a lot into Colores de Carol, and there's a really good reason why. Her polishes are fantastic. They're absolutely amazing. I love the creativity. I love the quality and the craftsmanship of these polishes. She has an eye for color, an eye for design, and an eye for creating magnificent polishes that are just fantastic. This is a sampling of her spring collection, which I adore. I will leave a link to that collection down below in case you missed it. I have her Valentine's Day trio from 2 years ago, which is amazing. I loved this Valentine's Day trio so incredibly much. It blew my mind. Absolutely love this cream. Tragic tale about this Crelly glitter. This is Candy Kisses from Colores de Carol, and the first bottle I had, I broke. Like right after I reviewed the collection on my channel, I broke the bottle, and so I had to order another one. And I'm so happy I did because it's an adorable Crelly glitter. Love this one. I have more from her Halloween set, which I absolutely adore. Like, Morticia is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at the glitter in that one. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. I have some from her fall collection, which was really quite beautiful. Fall and Thanksgiving in here. Prepare your eyes for the wonderment that is the Beach Boys Live collection. This was her summer collection last year, where she had these amazing neons with like some holographic glitter running through it. These are amazing. Definitely holding on to all of those. Let's mention one that I might actually toss, and that's just because the bottle's broken. So this is, I can't remember what this one was called, but it was like an 80s collection where she had these amazing like matte glitter toppers that are so incredibly cute. And when I had ordered mine, one of the bottles had broken in shipment, and so she sent me another one, and that broken bottle was Neon Pop. So this one is the broken one, and there's actually like base on the outside of it, and if you look on the inside, like it's really crusted. The bottle itself isn't really broken. It was just that the cap wasn't screwed on all the way and the base leaked out. So this one is actually really, really difficult to use because there's not much base in there and it's mostly glitter. So she sent me another one to replace it, which was really, really sweet. She sent it to me right away, actually. So I probably am gonna throw this one out because it is a little bit more difficult to use. It doesn't have as much base and it just doesn't spread easily. So this is probably the only Colores de Carol that I will be getting rid of. Other than that, I am keeping them all. They're all my babies. I love them all. Like I said, I've really invested in Colores de Carol because I love her formulas. I'll say it again. If I've said it once, I'm saying it again. I love her formulas, I love her creativity, I love her attention to detail and her eye for color and the way she can mix glitters and formulas together to create some really unique polishes. So if you have not tried Colores de Carol, I highly recommend looking into Colores de Carol because as a brand, it's fantastic, and as polishes and a person, she's amazing. So highly recommend Colores de Carol, and I definitely need to make more room for these because I've got a lot. I'm looking over at my D-stash and there's like 5 polishes over there. But next up is China Glaze, and I feel like I'm going to be making much more progress with China Glaze because I have lots of duplicate colors and polishes I'm not into, so let's bring down the China Glaze. All right, now, there are so many China Glaze colors. I can't, maybe I can zoom out a little bit and show you. Like, it's insane. It is insane the amount of China Glaze that I have. And looking at this pile, I can definitely say right now, there are definitely some colors in here that I'm not interested in anymore. Like, I bought them because I thought they were fun, or they were kind of like, you know, trendy or whatever. But there are definitely some colors in here that I'm like, no thank you. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. You mean nothing to me. let's move on. This isn't actually everything. I know I have some more China Glaze up on my table, but this pile is already so huge. I want to take my time. So let's do this half of China Glaze first, and then we'll grab the second half in a minute. So let's get into this let's get really into this. Here we go. All right, let's do this first one on the top. This is Eat Pink, Be Merry. This is from their Christmas collection, and if I remember from the application, this one was not the greatest. It was the one that performed the worst out of the entire collection. I really love the color and I love the shimmer, but it disappears. So I'm actually gonna put a hold on this one. I wanna test out the formula first before I make definitive decisions. So this is maybe. This one here, this is almost the exact same color. Let's just compare these two side by side. We have Eat Pink and Be Merry, and then we have Pack Lightly from their spring collection. Putting these side by side, I prefer this one right away. It's got more, it's golden, it's more peach, it's got some warmth to it, whereas this one's kind of dull and a little bit gross. So I'm pretty sure the formula on this one is worse than this one. But looking at these colors side by side, I want this one. Like, I enjoy this color more, so I'm just gonna get rid of this one. Done and done. This is Partridge in a Palm Tree from the winter collection, and I loved this polish. It has a beautiful matte formula, so I'm gonna keep this one. I know right away I love that one. This one is called Travel in Color. It's this little teeny tiny glitter topper, and to me, it looks like it might have gone poorly. Yeah, this is no good. Do you see this? Do you see how clumpy and gross this is? Yeah, that's turned. So I'm gonna throw this out, which is good because I have a pretty serious polish that's almost exactly like this, so no harm, no foul. Next, we have this beautiful glitter topper from their summer collection called Let the Beat Drop. Beautiful matte polishes in a nice, what once was a clear base, but I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty pink by now. But I love this topper. I thought it was super fun. It looks gorgeous on a white base, so I'm keeping this one. This one here is Pinking Out the Window. I think this is from spring collection. As far as I can remember, this formula might be pretty good, but I'm gonna have to test it to find out. I love this color, this kind of peachy nude, so I'm gonna hold on to this one. Along the same veins of a peachy nude, we've got More to Explore, and it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more pastel, and I'm gonna be keeping this one as well. I'm gonna test out the formula, see if it's any good. If it's watery, I'm gonna throw it out, but I'm gonna test it out first. We've got two gold toppers that almost look identical. Like, they almost look identical. We have Delight, which is this one, and then we have Bring on the Bubbly, which is over here. On closer inspection, the only thing that I can see different between these two gold foil glitter polishes is that there are holographic bar glitters in this one, and there are holographic hexagonal glitters in this one. So it honestly comes down to a preference of bars versus hexagons, and honestly, I don't know. I want to say I like the bar glitters more, but I feel like the hexagons might be more easier to use for every, like, more universal, like you could use it in anything, whereas the bar glitters might be distracting. I'm gonna hold out on both of these. I'm not quite sure. I know I've used Delight before, and Bring on the Bubbly is really gorgeous. I mean, they're identical, you guys. They literally are identical. It's just bar glitters versus hexagons, and I think I'm gonna get rid of the bar glitters. Next, we have Glitter Goblin, which is a beautiful kind of rusted brown red holographic glitter topper. I love this one. I'm keeping that. This one is Pining for Glitter, a really beautiful emerald green. I'm keeping that one. This one I'm definitely getting rid of. First off, it looks revolting. Like, this looks nasty. This is Don't Let the Dead Bite. It was from one of their Halloween collections, and I bought it on a whim at Sally's. It was on clearance. I'm like, ooh, this is so different. This is so cool. I kind of like how ugly it is. I don't like it. Like, when I wear it on my nails, it looks like I've ripped the nails off of my nail beds, and like my nail beds are exposed and raw. I don't like it. It's not cute. I'm getting rid of it. This one here is called Wonderlust, and as far as I can remember, the formula on this one is really, really bad. Like, it's super watery and bubbly from their spring collection, but I have to test it out for sure, so I'm gonna hold on that one. This one is Would You Wanna? It's a really nice kind of brownish, tarnished silver foil. I really like it. It's good for fall, so I'm keeping that. We have the Cult Classic, which is Fairy Dust. Definitely keeping this one. Love it so much. Next we have Dashboard Dreamer, which is a nice sky blue with a like purple kind of goldish shimmer running through it. I don't remember the formula. I don't really know if I love this. I don't know. This one's gonna be a maybe. I'm noticing I'm not a big fan of shimmers. I'm not a big fan of shimmers, like the ones that have the shimmer running through it, so I don't know. I might end up getting rid of those. This one is called Dancing and Prancing from their holiday collection. Another beautiful glitzy, glammy glitter topper. Loving it. I'm keeping it. We have another green glitter topper. This one's called I Soaray. I didn't do it. It looks really, really similar to the other green topper that I kept. Do I need both of these? No, I don't, because they're basically the same kind of metallic glitter, except they're in this green color. This one's definitely more pine green. This one's a blue green. I think I'm probably gonna keep the blue green over the pine. I don't know about this. Shoot, what am I gonna do? I think I'm going to keep the pine. No, I'm just gonna keep them both. I'm gonna keep them both. I can't decide, so I'm keeping them both. This one, I know I'm gonna get rid of. I don't like it. I wore it once. It was gross. I didn't like it. This one is Butt of Corpse. It's from the same Halloween collection that had that Gnaw one, the zombie one. I don't like it. I bought it because I thought it was like cool and kind of like different, and I thought I could do some fun nail art with it, and I don't like it. Getting rid of it. This next one is from the Giver collection. This is New Birth. It's a nice kind of whitish light blue. Gonna be honest, I don't really use this one. If I want white, I'll use white. If I want a sky blue, I'll use sky blue. I've never ever really used it. It's kind of a grouty color, but the formula is really nice on this one, so this one might be a maybe. This is actually the very first China Glaze bottle I've ever purchased. This is Stone Cold from their Hunger Games collection. I really, really like this one. I don't know how the formula has held up though. It's a nice like asphalt. It's not ideal, but some thinner might help it out. I don't want to get rid of it, to be honest, because it's very nostalgic for me. This was the very first China Glaze nail polish I ever purchased, and I love the matte formula that it comes out to. Like, it actually looks like the road when you put it on your nails. I really, really like it. I think it's fun. So I'm gonna keep this one. These two are white creams. I'm gonna get rid of both of these. They're both China Glaze's Snow. I have other whites that I prefer, so I'm getting rid of those. This one is called Elephant Walk, a nice gray. I don't like it. I've never used it since I bought it. It's separated a lot. I mean, separation really isn't that big of a deal. All you need to do is just mix it back up and you'll be just fine. But I have an Essie gray that I prefer over this, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Gone Glamping from their fall collection, and it's kind of like this duochromy business. Not my favorite. I don't care too much for it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Here we have another like shimmery glitter. This one's Don't Get Elfed Up. Really, really beautiful, really deep, like green emerald shimmer, so I'm keeping that one. Glitter, love that. This one is called Make a Spectacle. Tons of these like iridescent multicolored like glitters running through there. I actually have an indie brand that I prefer that has this kind of glitter topper, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Here we have Free Bear Hugs, which is one of my favorite like blood red, ox blood red polishes, so I'm keeping this. Here we have a really ugly Trip of a Lime Time. It's kind of this like chartreuse kind of green. I hate it. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm getting rid of it. This one is called Sleeping Under the Stars. Really beautiful deep purple with a nice magenta shift running through it. Really, really like this one. I'm keeping this. This one is called Check Out the Silver Fox. I love this foil. I love the application of it, and it's not a bright silver, it's like a tarnished silver. Love it. That one's awesome. Same one, like similar formula but a different color, is Meet Me in the Mirage. So it's the same like really beautiful foil formula, except it's a rose copper. Love this one a lot. I'm keeping that one for sure. This one here, this one is called I Love Your Guts, again from that awful Halloween Halloween collection that I bought most of these on clearance at Sally's, and I've never used them, so I'm getting rid of that. Here is Lady and the Vamp, a really gorgeous like blaze neon orange. Loving it, keeping it. This one is called Japanese Koi, and it's a little bit darker. Unfortunately, you're not really gonna be able to pick it up because the camera doesn't like neons, but it's a little bit darker of a blaze orange. The formula is not the best, but until I can find a better orange like neon, I'm gonna keep it for now, but I'm pretty sure I have a better neon orange in the same kind of shade with a better formula. This one is called Pop the Trunk. And on camera, it looks gorgeous, but it's like a reddish orange. But in person, it looks kind of pumpkin-y, and I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. It's not a red orange that I'm really into or vibing with, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is Flip Flop Fantasy. It's a cult classic, definitely a formula that will make you really, really hurt yourself and want to be done with nail polish in general. But this color is absolutely fantastic, and until I can find a duplicate for this color, I'm keeping it. Here is Daisy Know My Name from the Summer Electric Nights collection from 2015. I loved this collection so incredibly much. This yellow is nice. It's not like your neon yellow like Celtic Sun. Celtic Sun is like highlighter yellow, like you're gonna see it from the moon. This is a little bit softer. It's still neon, but I really, really love this one, so I'm keeping this. And as far as Celtic Sun goes, I don't know. If I have a neon yellow in a better formula, I'll change it out because I'm not impressed with the formula on this one. This one is called Violet Vibes, and in comparison to that Colored Club, it's not quite there. It's a little bit darker. I really, really love the Electric Nights collection, so I'm definitely keeping this. Let's just do the rest of these like purples. We've got That's Shore Bright. Love this neon orchid. Perfect. We also have Plurple, which is a deeper, like a brighter purple than the other one from the Electric Nights collection, so I'm keeping those as well. We're making progress. Seeing my pile is growing bigger for my D-stash, so this is good. This is China Glaze, a Home Sweet House Music, and I love this neon orange, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that. We have Ready to Rave, which is a nice, like, very vibrant red neon. Keeping this one for sure. Here we have For Audrey, and you can tell how much I've used it because it's just nasty. I'm not keeping this. I have other turquoise colors that I prefer over this one big time because they're brighter and more vibrant, so I'm getting rid of that. Here we have In the Limelight, which hasn't been used that often. Oops. And I should probably shake it up a little bit. It's really, really watery, but I love the color. It's definitely like this bright neon green with a little bit of a blue-green shift running through it. I really, really like it. I think it's fun. It's very, very summery, so I'm keeping that one. This is one of the turquoise blues that I prefer over For Audrey. This one's Rain Dance the Night Away. Love this turquoise blue. A little bit darker option is My Way or the Highway. Love this turquoise darkened teal cream. Very, very nice. Keeping that. Capacity to See Beyond from the Giver collection. It's that sky blue that everyone just absolutely adores. It's very, very similar to UV Meant to Be from the Electric Nights collection, but it's a little bit brighter. So I'm actually going to be keeping both of these because I love them equally. Like, they're so awesome. I love these electric blues. Here is DJ Blew My Mind, which is another neon blue from the Electric Nights collection. Loved this. It's a little bit darker than the UV Meant to Be, so I appreciate both of these, and I'm going to keep them both. This one is called Rose Among Thorns. It's a very like magenta, electric red neon. The formula is not the greatest on this one, so I'm gonna hold it in my maybe stash just to be a color reference because I love this color. And if I have another red neon that's similar to this but a better formula, I'm gonna keep that one instead, but I'm gonna hold on to this one as a color reference. This one is Peppermint to Be. It's a really nice like ruby red, shimmery red time or Christmas time polish that I really, really love. I have several of these red shimmers that are kind of all very similar though. All three of these are very, very similar in the sense that they're kind of like this satin red bow look. I'm actually going to be keeping all three because I have used all three of these for different like Christmas Day manicures for different nail arts. Like this one's kind of like a holly berry red, or this one's kind of like a poinsettia red. This one's like a holly berry red, and this one's definitely like a dark cranberry. But they all have this beautiful shimmer running through it, so I am going to keep all three of these because I think they're fantastic for Christmas manicures. This one is called Son of a Nutcracker, and it kind of goes in the same vein of those like crimson red shimmers, but it's brighter, right? And I'm definitely keeping this one too because I really love the way this is paired when paired with a teal. It's just a really cute vintage Christmas look that I love, so I'm definitely keeping this one too. Here we have Turned Up Turquoise, one of my favorite turquoise neons for the summer. Love this one, definitely keeping it. Formula's kind of a B, but I think it's worth keeping. A green, here we have Troublemaker. This is a classic neon green. Love the formula. Again, it's a part of that Electric Nights collection, which I adore. So I'm definitely keeping this one. It's just amazing. Drink Up Witches, which oddly enough seems to be more neon than Troublemaker, and this one was a Halloween collection. I love it. I absolutely adore it. When paired with the orange from the Halloween collection, it's very, very like Technicolor Halloween, which I love, so I'm keeping this one for sure. We have The Heat Is On, which is my all-time favorite red from China Glaze. This is my ideal red color. It's just this chili pepper red. It's a jelly base, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this is my all-time favorite red, so I'm definitely keeping this. This one is Poinsettia. I am not... Like, in comparison to both of these, I would grab for this one. It's more orange. I'm more enticed to it. Even for Christmas manicures, I don't think, I mean, it's a nice red, but I have other reds I know that I would grab before this one, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This one's a little bit darker. This one's called Sacred Heart. It's labeled as a neon. I don't know who thinks this is a red neon because it's not. I'm getting rid of it. The formula's awful. No likey. It's done. This is a glitter topper from a Halloween collection. This one's called Cackle If You Want To. I adore it because it's got these like, I don't know if you can see, but like the purple glitters have like stripes on them, which is so cool. So I'm definitely keeping that. It's just really, really neat. This one is called Can I Get a Unce Unce from the Electric Nights collection. Another one of those awesome matte glitter toppers. Loving it, keeping it, absolutely adore it. This one's called Looking Beautiful, and it was a part of that Halloween trio that has like the Technicolor colors for Halloween, and when you put them all together, like they look fantastic. These are the purple creams that I'm keeping right now, and the polish in question is the one in the middle here, and they're very similar. This one is definitely like a bluer, like mid-tone kind of purple. I kind of dig it. I really like it, and I'm probably gonna keep it. Like, let's be honest. I know I said I wasn't gonna try to keep like only keep polishes because they're parts of collections, but I don't know. There's something about this purple that's really vibrant and different from the other purples I have, so I'm keeping it. Another purple that's very, very similar to that one is called Mix and Mingle. From the sound of it, it obviously comes from a Christmas collection. In comparison to that purple that I just kept from the Halloween collection, you'll notice it's a little bit darker and a little bit more like bluish. It's got more gray in there. I don't know. I feel like keeping all of these purples is a little bit redundant. I feel like it's a little bit redundant and it's a little bit extra, but I really like these subtle differences, and sometimes a little subtle difference in a purple can make all the difference in a manicure for like nail art. Like using this kind of purple is going to change the look of the manicure versus this, and the formulas are really good, so I'm just going to keep all of these. I know that seems extra and really like redundant, but when dealing with nail art, sometimes you need like variations in colors. These next two are very, very similar in color, and I probably won't keep both of them. This one on the side over here is Don't Desert Me, a nice kind of like magenta shimmer, and this one over here is Better Not Pout. Now looking at both of these side by side, I would pick this one. I like the darker look to it. I love how deep it is. I love how vampy it is. So I think I'm gonna keep this one instead, and we'll toss Don't Desert Me. Here we have another neon purple called Flying Dragon, and they're similar, but this one's darker. and I actually kind of really like it. I don't remember how the formula is. It's got little like flecks of blue glitter in there, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, so I'm gonna keep this one. I might actually test the formula out first before I decide for certain, but it intrigues me with this purple glitter and blue glitter running through there, so I'm gonna try it. Here is a electric pink that is incredibly cute. It hasn't been mixed in a while, but it's a beautiful bubblegum pink neon from the Electric Nights. Definitely keeping it. It's just so incredibly gorgeous. Have to keep that one. This one is Shocking Pink, which is very, very similar to the pink that I just kept. On camera, they look almost identical, but Go With the Flow is a slightly darker pink, and this one has a little bit more peach to it, so I will be keeping both of these. Here's another neon pink. This one is called Pink Voltage, and it's a great summer color. This is a lovely neon pink with a little bit of a magenta shimmer running through it that I really, really love. I think this one looks great matte. I can't remember if it dries matte, but I definitely remember putting a matte topper on it to really kind of velvetize it and make it look super shimmery and kind of soft and velvety. I like this one. The formula is not the greatest, but I am going to be keeping it. This is License and Registration Please, which is a stunning, like in-your-face cobalt blue. It does look very similar to that Color Club, what is this, Chelsea Girl. They're very, very similar. They're very, very similar. So I'm gonna have to test out both of these and see which one has the better formula. Whichever one has the better formula, that is the one I will be keeping. Here's another glitter from the Electric Nights collection. This one's called Point Me to the Party, and it almost looks like Fruit Loops, which I love. I think this one looks so cute on the neon colors that came with the collection. It also looks really good on a white base too, so I'm definitely keeping that. We've got another corally red, which I love. This one is called I Break for Color. I think it was from their spring collection in 2014. I really, really love this color. This is such a beautiful, like, crimson-y coral. Really love it. Formula's good on this one too, so I'm keeping that. This one I'm probably gonna dump. This one is called Something's Brewing, and it's a matte glitter topper, but the green is kind of like this key lime pie green color with black, like, matte glitters, and I'm not loving it. Like, I don't really reach for it. I didn't really use it that much during Halloween, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. Here we have another beautiful sparkly silver holographic glitter topper. This one's called Break the Ice. It's got fragments of silver, metallic glitters, and there's also some holographic glitter in there too with some finely milled hollow glitter. Really, really pretty. Love this one for winter, and just when you want super glitzy glam, this is a good one. Keeping that. This one's Ugly Sweater Party from China Glaze. Love the glitter combination in this one. It's mostly red, but there's lots of pops of purple and blue. Really, really love it. It's genuinely a festival of glitter, and I absolutely adore it. Keeping that. This one is called Don't Mesh With Me. Really love this one. It looks really, really nice over a black polish. Really fun to use as a topper. Keeping that. Here's another glitter topper that I'm probably gonna get rid of. This one is called Ghostess with the Mostess, and it's just a Mod Podge of Halloween colored matte glitters. There's orange and lime green, and there's like some more of those purple matte glitters with stripes on it. I'm not digging the colors. Like, I wish they were brighter. I wish they were like bright neon, but they're almost kind of pastel, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Here's another one that I'm probably gonna get rid of. This one's called Suns Up Top Down. It's a really nice yellow, but the formula is really not that good. I'm not really impressed with it. It definitely has a really nice gold shimmer running through it, which is different. I don't have very many yellow shimmers. I might hold on to it simply for the fact that I don't have very many yellow polishes, but I don't know. I might have to test out the formula first to see how it performs. It's a really nice mustard yellow, but I have to test this one out before I decide. This one is called Heroin Chic. Really cool, really edgy. Love this dark kind of gunmetal with a red shimmer running through it, and it dries matte, which is so cool. Really, really like this one, so I'm definitely gonna keep that. Here is a purple shimmer that just doesn't speak to me. This is called Seas and Greetings. It's just kind of like, and then, like, I'm not that into it. I wasn't super hyped about it. I think in my review of this entire Christmas collection from China Glaze, I think this polish was the one I talked about the least. I was just like, yeah, it's a purple with a shimmer, moving on. Not a fan, getting rid of it. This one, keeping forever. This is Boho Blues. Gorgeous, absolutely fantastic periwinkle blue. Beautiful formula, highly recommend, love this one. Here's a really fun glitter, another glitter that I love. This one's called Pick Me Up Purple. Really beautiful lavender lilac purple base with tons of hollow glitter. Very, very packed full. You can get this completely opaque. Really love it. I love the purple glitters. In the same vein, we've got You're Too Sweet, which is basically, for me, this is like a pink version of Fairy Dust. I love this one on pastels. It's so cute. Here's a pink called Don't Mesa with My Heart. Even though it looks like, even though it looks like I haven't used it in a while, it's actually one of my favorite pinks. It's a very blue-based pink. Really, it has a really, really nice formula, so I'm gonna be holding on to this one. Here is a teal turquoise hot mint color that I absolutely love. This one is called Too Yacht to Handle. One of my favorites. I feel like this might be a cult classic. I'm not quite sure. It's a classic for me. Love this one. Here is one I'm not quite sure about. This one is called Pondering. It's dark. It's kind of like shifty. It's got some shimmer running through it. It's got some duochrominess happening. I'm just not vibing with it. When it comes to fall colors, I like really, really dark, like almost black, and I'm just not a big fan of shimmer, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. Got another glitter on our hands. This one is called Star Hopping. I love this one. Love it, keeping it. This one is called Purple Panic. I probably gonna get rid of this one. It looks really, really pink on camera, but in person it's more like a dark magenta. And when it comes to pink neons, I want like strong bubblegum pink. I want like this in the summer when it comes to pink neons. And when it comes to like these kind of purpley pinkies, I want something like this where it's more like orangey. So I'm probably gonna get rid of this one. I'm not upset about the idea of getting rid of it, so it's gone. This one's brand Spark a New Year. It's another beautiful purple holographic polish. To me, it looks a lot like Stargazer or Star Hopping, whatever this one's called, except it's purple instead of teal or this midnight blue, but there's tons of hollow in there. Love these glitters from China Glaze, so I'm probably gonna keep it. This one's called Let's Do It, and looking at it, when looking at some of these other glitters, I kind of don't like it. It's a little bit dull, it's a little bit silvery, kind of frosty blue. I'm not loving it. Like, I think I would probably grab like one of these instead, which is kind of along the same veins, but purpley. Just probably gonna get rid of this one. This one is called Come Rain or Shine. It's a really nice cobalt blue with a purple shimmer, but again, I'm just not feeling that shimmer, guys. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't like it, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This one is Friends Forever Right from the Giver collection. It's a kind of a creamy pink white base. I think I've used this maybe once or twice for like a Valentine's Day manicure when I wanted a white base, but I want it to be like a little bit of a dusty pink. I don't really use it. It's either gonna be white or not, and it just doesn't do it for me, so I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. Here we have another glitter, surprise, surprise. This one is super sparkly. It's got tons of very large holographic pieces in it. This one is called Can You See Me? Probably gonna keep it. I mean, I've got lots of blues, so why not join the party? It'll be fun. This one, jury's out on this one. This one's called Blue Sparrow. I really love the color on this. It's got a blue metallic glitter running through it, which is really, really gorgeous. It's just the formula's not that great and it dries matte. I'm gonna probably have to test this one out a little bit before I make big decisions regarding it. I remember it not being super pleasant, so I'm gonna have to test this one out. Cole Hands Warm Heart, and this polish is very dark, but as you can see, there's tons of hollow glitter in there that just comes screaming through this very dark plum base. So I'm definitely keeping this. Like, I can't help it. It's so beautiful. So these are the remaining few China Glaze that we have to go through. I believe these are mostly from the Christmas and fall collection of last year. So let's do this thing. Let's get in here. Right off the bat, I see this one here is called Sand in My Mistletoes. Very nice kind of nude. I'm gonna keep this one. I remember loving the formula on this one and really appreciating the nude color, so I'm gonna keep it. This one is called Warm Wishes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's this beautiful corally pink. Absolutely adore. It might be kind of close to something I already have. Let's check. It's a little bit lighter than I break for color, so that's a good sign. So I'm gonna keep it. Done and doneer. All right, the next one that's kind of similar to it, and I probably will keep it, is Pink Plumeria. I think I talked about this in a haul. It's not the original Pink Plumeria that I remember. It's definitely like more of a subtle orangey pink, and actually, if I remember correctly, I really didn't like the formula on it. Yeah, it's really watery. I feel really bad because I just bought this, so I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna put it in my like testing things out, see how I do with it, but it's not looking good, kids. It's not looking good. This one's called Cabin Fever. Definitely keeping this one. Love it so much. It's this nice like warm toned duochrome. Beautiful. This one is another one that I'm definitely keeping. This one's called Good Tidings. In comparison to that Boho Blues, very, very similar. I mean, they're almost identical. They look very, very similar on camera. Boho Blues is a little bit lighter and a little bit more blue, and Good Tidings is a little bit more gray. But honestly, guys, they're almost identical. Like, you'd be happy with either one. I'm gonna keep both because, again, depending on nail art and certain manicures, like a darker grayed out periwinkle is what you need more than like, or vice versa, like sometimes you need a lighter periwinkle. So formulas are great on both of them, so I'm definitely keeping both. Here's another one of those like shimmers. This one is called The More the Barrier. Let's grab those shimmers that I had before that I was comparing. They do look very, very similar. This one, the one that's in question, is The More the Barrier. It's a little bit more purpley. I think I might keep it. It's not necessarily like a bright, vibrant red, which is what I usually lean towards when it comes to Christmas manicures, but this one looks so nice all on its own. I might hold on to that one. This one's called Purple Fiction, and I really like this one. I think the color is very, very attractive, and I love that shimmer running through it, so I'll be keeping that one, especially for winter. This one's called Combat Blutes. Definitely keeping this from last year's fall collection. Very, very nice, like deep cerulean blue that has a lovely shimmer that dries matte. Love this one. Formula's a little bit of a B, but totally worth it for that color. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. This one's called Fresh Princess. So this one's got a pretty decent formula. I think I will probably keep this one. There was this one. These two look very, very similar. This one's Eat Pink and Be Merry. They're almost identical, and I actually prefer this one more because it doesn't have a shimmer, so I'm glad I'm keeping this one. Here is a really fun glitter topper. This one's called Hollow at Ya Girl. Really, really fun, kind of different kind of a topper. Looks beautiful on darker polishes. I'll probably keep it. I have a soft spot for glitters, so yep, that one's probably gonna stay. This one, however, I'll probably get rid of. This one's called Let's Celebrate from the China Glaze Holiday Collection. It looks like you've taken crushed up shells and you've mixed it with sand and you've made a glitter topper out of it. While it's very unique and really, really different, I don't wear it. I don't see myself ever wearing it because it just looks weird, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Here is another like light baby blue with a shimmer running it through it called Snow Way. I'm gonna look real quick at the formula before I truly give it the axe. This one looks really sheer. I'm throwing it out. I don't want it. This one I'm probably gonna keep. This one's called Dope Taupe, and it's a nude. It's a nice brownish kind of tan nude. I don't have very many nudes in my collection, and this formula is really, really good. Like, it's really, really good. I think I got this nearly opaque in one coat, so I'm gonna keep it. I don't run towards nudes that often. I'm not a huge fan, but like I mentioned before, I do open up my collection to friends and family, and I have them come and paint their nails at my house, and obviously everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different styles for their nails, and so I definitely want to have like a well-rounded collection where people of all shapes and colors can pick out any color that they want and they'll be happy. So I'm definitely going to keep this kind of taupey brown, even though I personally would probably never wear it, but it's a really good formula, so I'm keeping it for my collection purposes. This one is called Pearl Jammin' from their fall, what is it, Rebel Grunge collection. I'm getting rid of it. I know right now looking at it, I don't like the China Glaze formulas when they add this like shimmer to it. It makes everything really watery. They always add it to these light pastels and it just doesn't work out. I don't like the formula. So I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. This one is called 'Tis the Sea Sun, and it's a nice kind of orangey red coral color. I believe some colors that I have similar to this would be I Break for Color, and I Break for Color is a little bit more red, and I See the Season is a little bit more orange. I have Ready to Rave, which is a very electric kind of neon orange red, so you can tell it's a little bit different than I See the Season. So I think I'm gonna keep it. It's enough of a variant between these three. I'm gonna keep it. I feel confident in my decision, and I think it's going to go well. This one's amazing. This one's called Jagged Little Teal from their fall collection last year. Gorgeous, gorgeous teal. Love the formula on this. Amazing, dark, perfect for fall. Keeping it. This polish I'm also keeping. This is called Blue Ya. It's a really gorgeous glittery polish. You can build it up to make it completely opaque, but it's got this really beautiful green gold shift running through it that is just gorgeous. I love that one. I also like putting a matte topper on that one. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. This one's called Teen Spirit, and it is so dark but glammy at the same time. I absolutely love it. If you look at it in the bottle, it looks almost black, but as you shift it, it's got purple and blue like glitters and shifting happening in there. Love it. Stains like a demon, but it's really, really pretty. And the final China Glaze that we have, final one, is y'all ready for this? A really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous red with a shimmer running through it. I really, really love the red shimmers that China Glaze comes out with. I feel like all of the reds I've been keeping have been the reds with the shimmer, but I'm not mad about that because I know I have lots of red creams from OPI that are phenomenal. So I don't feel guilty at all about keeping red shimmers from China Glaze and hardly any red creams. There's something about these red shimmers from China Glaze. I think they're fantastic. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let me show you the damage that has been done. I have the cord to my camera sticking out and hanging out everywhere, and I apologize for that, but it ensures that I don't have to like keep stopping and charging my battery camera, so it's worth it. So these are all the polishes that I am keeping. I know it looks like I really didn't make that much progress. To be fair, these ones back here are ones that I need to test and need to see if I like the formulas. But I mean, these are all of the Colores de Carol, which we all know I'm not parting with. There are the Cirque colors in here. The white caps are the Color Club, and then the rest is a sea of China Glaze. But I feel really confident about the choices I've made. I'm definitely, most of these polishes in here that I've kept are ones that I have worn, will wear, always do love and enjoy, so I know I've made some good choices in here. These are the ones I am getting rid of. I'm not too mad that I haven't made a huge footprint in getting rid of China Glaze, so I'm okay with that. Here is the situation as of right now. I've got the whole top row completely cleared and then half of the second row done. And I honestly feel like I probably won't be able to fit all of these polishes in those rows. I know I'm not gonna have enough room for that. So feeling a little bit like, oh, that didn't go as well as I wanted it to. But honestly, China Glaze is one of my favorite brands, and I really do love their formulas, and I love their color choices and the way they do things. So I feel like it makes sense that I wouldn't have too many from China Glaze that I'm going to be getting rid of. The next couple of brands, though, I know there are going to be a lot I will be decluttering. Next up, we will be dealing with some Essie. I've got some finger paints in here that I know I'm going to get rid of most of those. I'm probably going to get rid of all of my hard candy ones, most of my L'Oreal, and almost all of my Maybellines. And then working into like Nicole by OPI. I think there might be a handful of those that I'll be keeping. So I feel really confident that in the next like 2 rows, there's gonna be a huge like mass exodus of polish, because I can tell you right now, I'll probably be getting rid of half of the next 2 rows of polish because I know I'm not using those. I prefer to use my China Glaze more, and so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Day 1, done. I don't have very much over there, but I'm really hoping that that pile's gonna get bigger. We will find out in the days to come. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys. I will see you guys in the next decluttering video. If you enjoy nail polish videos, please make sure and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!